Mikel Arteta is not known as a man of wars in the FAU. He's best known for complaining about referees. You know that very well. And Rokani after the Arsenal game told him that, please, Mikel Arteta, stop blaming the referees. When you win, you don't blame them. When you lose, you blame them in their face. So that is what we know a lot about him. But I've known Mikel Arteta as a man of composure and calmness. I really like the way he really handles things, and he's really a very great man. But this time around, he has been dragged into war by an Arsenal player that was really taken out of his position by Mikel Arteta and signed in as a player who replaced him and obviously threw him under the bus. A player has come out and really given his reason as to why Mikel Arteta threw him under the bus. Now, after that, we're talking about 3 Arsenal players dropped by the Brazilian national team. None of them has been really called up by the Brazilian national team coach, but obviously we know they've been performing very well. I'm going to give you my verdict on that. And then Marquinhos, who scored on his debut of Arsenal in Zurich. He has really come out and really thanked God, and he said this is a dream come true. And obviously Rokani Media Football is the channel, and obviously Rokani David is the name, and mark it that Rokani Media Football is the YouTube channel that we are broadcasting live on. Now today, there is a story that came in, not today, but like 2 days back. Bernd Leno was talking to Sport Bild in Germany. This is what he said on his departure from Arsenal. He said, when I realized that it wasn't about performance or quality, I knew that I had to go. In preparation, I saw that it is not about performance, but only about politics. It was clear to me I had to get out of here. To me, I believe it's not politics. You see, when Leno comes out and really puts out such a statement, you know, everyone will go in and really say, obviously, I'm the best, it's politics that you took me out of the team. But obviously, ask yourself, when Arsenal was playing with you in goal, and Martinez and Ramsdale, when did it really look more defensive and concrete? I really believe that it looked far much better concrete when they're having Ramsdale and Martinez in goal. And to me, Bernd Leno was third placed. And what really brought all this to expose the weakness of Bernd Leno, it's when he got an injury. He was going to be out for a very long time, like 4 or 5 months, and then Martinez came in through to substitute him, so to act as a substitute for him, and obviously he really got into that goal very well, and that really acted as a wake-up call to Mikel Arteta, that told him that, oh, the man you are having is not really the better goalkeeper, because the second choice goalkeeper of Arsenal came in goal and really showcased his abilities, that proved to Mikel Arteta that the second choice goalkeeper of Arsenal in the names of Martinez was better than the first choice, that is Bernd Leno. Obviously, Martinez was a very good shot stopper. He was good on the ball, yet Mikel Arteta wanted to build from behind. Thirdly, he was a sweeper goalkeeper. So his attributes were far much better than those of a goalkeeper who goes by the names of Bernd Leno. And what Mikel Arteta did was to sell off Martinez, because Martinez said, I want to go because I'm not going to get, unless you assure me that I'm going to be the first choice goalkeeper of Arsenal. Then Mikel Arteta said, no, the team I want to build doesn't need a keeper of your age. It needs a goalkeeper who is in my age bracket or the age range of players I'm really having. And guess what? He got that money. He added £10 million and brought a man who goes by the names of Ramsdale. And Ramsdale came in at Arsenal and obviously dislodged Bernd Leno outside there. And Bernd Leno saying that it's politics, a question can be really directed to him. Has he ever kept 13 clean sheets in a season, in the Premier League season, as Ramsdale did? Has he ever? Has he ever? The answer is no. The answer is no. He has never kept clean sheets like Ramsdale really went ahead to really keep. So to me, I don't believe it was politics. It was all about his abilities, because there are certain things that are really naturally gifted and you cannot go out and really perform outside your reach. You get, some things are really beyond our reach, and obviously they couldn't really reach. But Mikel Arteta went ahead to really reply to him in a very, very specific statement as the game of Zurich was going to go on, and said that I'm really surprised. I don't know if he was talking about the politics when he was starting every match or the politics when he wasn't playing. I'm really surprised about it. And this is where Mikel Arteta hit it directly on the nail, that why does he come out and really say politics when he was not starting. But when he was starting, it was not politics. That is what I was telling you earlier before, that all the Arsenal players that really started ahead of Bernd Leno were better than him. He got an injury and he was exposed by Martinez. And if there is anyone in this world that Bernd Leno is to blame, he should blame that player that really injured him. That's it. He should blame that player. Because all what that really led to the genesis of all this is that injury of Bernd Leno. When he got that injury, a player came in through who goes by the names of Martinez, kept the goal very well, and obviously the manager got to know, all right, Bernd Leno was supposed to be my first choice goalkeeper, because that is where the evolution started. But to me, I really believe that Mikel Arteta has hit on the point, has hit on the nail, because when he was starting games, it wasn't politics. When he doesn't start games, it's politics. So obviously, his form let him out, let him off the team. So that is Mikel Arteta, and I really like the way he really went ahead to reply to this man who goes by the names of Bernd Leno. But right now, Bernd Leno is playing in Fulham. That's where he's really playing in from, and you saw him play against Arsenal in the London Derby, and obviously, he really did a very good job to keep out Arsenal from scoring very many goals, but that game ended 2-1 in favor of Arsenal, and obviously that is Bernd Leno. And that, by the way, it would have been a very interesting game if at all Bernd Leno put out these comments before they played that game, because I know the Arsenal fans would have really chanted at him negatively, and they would have already composed chants that would have been addressed to him, that you were here, Martinez was better than you, and then Ramsdale is too better than you. Because I know fans at how they go on to players that really go ahead to really disrespect their manager, especially Mikel Arteta, and the good and wonderful job that he's doing at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal in here onto the Rokani Media Football. Then we've been told neither of Arsenal's trio, Gabriel Magalhães, Gabriel Martinelli, or Gabriel Jesus has been called up to the Brazil national team squad for the upcoming friendlies against Ghana and Tunisia later this month. To me, I believe this is something that really was agreed on when Coach Tite came into Arsenal. You saw him in that game of, was it Fulham? Yeah, he was available in the game they played against Fulham. He was in London to really witness how the Brazilians that they play at Arsenal were really faring. And obviously, guess what happened? He met these players. He talked with Edu, and I know this was intended. Edu talked to him, and he really talked, and he really indicated how they are really thin in the squad, and how these 2-3 players are really so much important to the team of Arsenal, and that's why they really never got called to the Brazilian national team. I don't believe that it's something that the coach intended, because tell me which Brazilian defender is playing better than Gabriel Magalhães, apart from Marquinhos. You get, so after Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, obviously Gabriel Magalhães comes in through. The other one is Martinelli. Trust me, it should be Vinicius Jr. and Martinelli. That's it. And for the World Cup, I know they're going to take Martinelli. Then Gabriel Jesus, that is no doubt. He is the leading number 9 for Arsenal. And he is really a very good pressing striker, and has been playing for the Brazil national team for a very, very long time. So let no one lie to you that they were dropped. They are not dropped, but I think they agreed with Edu that please let them not go. Let them be here, play some games. After playing the games, and they research that they're going to play a stretch of games, and we'll see them really play for a side which goes on Brazil at the World Cup. So I believe they're not dropped. And obviously, if you are Coach Tite and you listen to Edu, obviously you go in and really agree with what Edu is telling you. Reason being, these are the most 3 influential players at Arsenal. Saliba is really a very good player, but Gabriel Magalhães gives him a lot of cover. You know that very well. And trust me, to me, people are really hailing Saliba, but I believe Arsenal really played very well last season without Saliba, and they conceded less goals. I'm not saying Saliba is not a good player. He's a very good addition to Gabriel Magalhães, but the day Arsenal will play without Magalhães in that central defense, you'll know his importance. So, he's one of the most important players in the central defense of Arsenal. Then, Gabriel Martinelli, flying off that left flank. No one does it better. Right now in the world, he's been one of the best left wingers in the world right now in modern football. If at all you know what the role is supposed to be playing as a wide winger. He has the pace, he tracks back very well, he cuts inside, he has goals and assists onto him, because in the recent games Arsenal have played, I think he has close to 7 goal involvement. So meaning that in only 6 games he has that. Now wait when he really hits like 20-30 games. He might even get 20 goal involvements this season. So Martinelli is really a very good player and important to Arsenal. And guess what? Gabriel Jesus, I don't even need to go in and really explain this to you guys. Am I even supposed to explain? Because everyone knows the improvement that Gabriel Jesus has brought to a side which goes by names of Arsenal. And even the manager, Mikel Arteta, said that he really, if at all he was a defender, he wouldn't have loved to play against him because of his mobility, his aggressiveness. He has the skill, he has the touch. So that is what that man is all about. So this month on the 18th, they are not going to be here. And remember, if we happen not to play the game of football next weekend, then these players are going to go for the international break and they'll return on 25th, I think. That's when they return, because this next weekend is going to be 18th and they'll be off for a week and they'll return on the 23rd, 24th in the week. And secondly, or lastly, something concerning these guys, these Brazilian players. Obviously, these 3 influential players, if I don't they go into play for a side which goes by the names of Brazil, they will have to return, and they're going to return and they're going to make long journeys. So they will believe it's not something they should go on and really take for granted. And Coach Tite, I think, respected Edu for his call. But I believe that all these 3 players, Tite would have wanted to be part of the Brazilian squad. That's it. But I think taking them to the World Cup is the most important thing of all. Then Marquinhos, the boy who scored his opener, goal on his debut against Zurich, has gone on Instagram and said, God is wonderful. Obviously, guys, God is wonderful and is good. God is wonderful. Dream come true to debut with this giant shot. Very happy for the goal and the victory. Just the beginning. Let's go. I take you back to when this guy was signing for Arsenal. I told most of you people that this guy is coming here to really start for Arsenal. And people say, no, Rokani, you are lying. He's not going to get to the first team. Then Edu said, we're not going to loan him. That was the first indicator that this guy is being prepared to go in and really play some games for Arsenal. Now, he played in the under-21s. He has been firing in goals, but he's training with the senior team. Time reached. Arsenal failed to land in a player who plays with a left foot on the right wing, and guess what? That meant that they have to go in and use Marquinhos, because you can't play Bukayo Saka in all those games. So the good thing is that Bukayo Saka came in through and only played 15 minutes of the game. I think he played 15 minutes of the game, and obviously Marquinhos played a lion's share of that half, and he played very well. A goal and an assist on your debut. What else would you request for this man? The lad would track and really run back to really save the back 3 of Arsenal, because Arsenal played with a back 3. And this time round, in the game against PSV Eindhoven, I really want to see him play in a back 4 when Arsenal is playing with a back 4, such that they really get him on the ball a lot. That's Marquinhos. But Marquinhos played very well. I really love him. I don't support Arsenal, but I really love Marquinhos. I love Fabio Vieira. He really came in and put in some good cameos. I really love him. So this lad is at Arsenal and playing very well, and I know Arsenal fans are very excited about Marquinhos, because most of you are waiting for him to go in and really thrive. And I know this guy is going to thrive because he's meant for the Premier League. He's built for the Premier League. Look at his physique. 19 years of age, but he's physically strong. And that's why Ed really recommended him, because he knew that if at all you're physically strong and you are talented, then you will really ease to become one of the best players in the Premier League, because the Premier League calls for physicality, and this is one of the outfits that Marquinhos has. But 19 years of age, young, talented, and he looked like he's an exploitive player, but he's limited because he knows that he doesn't want to lose that ball a lot, because he wants to convince the money that plays even in the Premier League games, start to think about me. Why should Bukayo Saka play 90 minutes when I'm here? At least get me like 15 minutes. And I believe that he sent a very good message to Mikel Arteta, and Mikel Arteta is now going to trust this player to go on and start. This takes me to a point of really crediting Arsenal and the recruiting team. Marquinhos is in, 19 years of age, £3 million, and the manager is really using him in these games, and he's really performing very, very well. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Tell me what you think about Arteta and Leno at war. Arsenal players dropped. To me, I don't think they are dropped, but I think it was just a negotiation between Tite and Edu. And obviously, tell me what you think about Marquinhos, who scored on his debut and really provided an assist. Thank you guys for watching in. I sign out for now. Lewandowski has just scored a goal for a side which goes by the names of Barcelona in here for you. And after this video, expect that match reaction of a side which goes by the names of Cadiz and Barcelona. Barcelona are leading with 2-0. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly, and I'm out and out.